Here we are, in the car again. What a rare and unusual circumstance.
Bet you can't guess why. We'll give you some time to think about it. Watch this. We've just driven 51 miles to Flagstaff. Flagstaff, you say? Well, yes, Flagstaff. What's going on? Well, my doctor and I had a discussion and we decided that it's time to try to draw some fluid off my knee and see if we can figure out exactly what's going on with my knee. It's not a lot of fun. It's kind of painful, but I'm going to come up and get it done. And no, it wasn't planned. We just talked about it yesterday and we made the decision to go ahead and give it a shot. So we're staying up here in Flagstaff tonight at a hotel. I have a 7:30 draw, 7:30 in the morning. Irene and Rufous are out for a training session at the mall, so he gets some more experience with more noise, more people, more things. What are we doing, Irene?
We are waiting for the traffic light to change so that we can drive down to the Verizon store to see if the guy at the other store thinks that it's just the screen the screen protector on my phone that's broken, not the screen, which is great. And I agree with him. I believe that that's the case, but that screen protector is warranted, guaranteed, whatever. So it would be nice to find out if it what the situation. He didn't want to be bothered. That's what it comes down to.
Busy playing games.
Yeah, he and his buddy were very fashionably attired, sitting in the mall at their store, and did not want to be bothered.
Oh well, they lose business.
We never go to the mall stores. It's usually terrible. And we decided, since we were there, because we were busy training Rufous at the mall today, because he needs to have that kind of exposure to people and loud sounds and echoes, and there were some people riding around some little weird electronic carts in there that looked like motorcycles. That was kind of fun. He was totally non-reactive to that. He's like, that looks dumb. He was excited a little bit by the kids because he's never been around kids really much, and but he did great. He did really well. He got lots and lots and lots and lots of treats. So
well, it's Friday afternoon, about 4 o'clock. We recorded some footage of our trip to Flagstaff yesterday. We took Rufous over to the mall to give him some more training. The issue for him is he's not around other people, he's not around other dogs, because we live in the middle of nowhere on a 40-acre homestead. So he just doesn't see people and he doesn't see other dogs. He's quite interested in other dogs. He gets along very well with people, so that's great. Irene took him into the mall for about half hour before I went in. Now, the reason why I was going up to Flagstaff is I needed some medical tests started this morning. The entire day started at 7:30 this morning. My doctor and his entire medical crew came in an hour early to do some fluid draw off my knee. You may remember that about a month ago I had some issues with my knee going on, and I got some antibiotics and we were able to go to our event in southern Phoenix. It worked out just fine. But on Monday of this week, my knee started hurting again, and it felt exactly like when I had the infection start a month ago. I talked with my doctor because Irene had to take some equipment back for a medical test she was undergoing. It's not a big deal. It's just some basic testing, so she needed to take that back in. We did that yesterday, and before we left Flagstaff, my knee was hurting so badly that I decided I needed to see if I could get in to see him before the weekend. Why before the weekend? That's really simple to explain. We live 60 miles from the Flagstaff Hospital, and that's the only place I can go on the weekend if I have a problem, which means that we go to Flagstaff, I go in the emergency room, wait for the medical test to be done, which probably won't happen the same day unless it's looking to be life-threatening, which means I'll overnight in the hospital, have tests done on Sunday, hopefully, and then hang around waiting for some results to come back. And that just was not what I wanted to do. So I spoke with my doctor, and he agreed to come in and do the aspiration of my knee. Why didn't I have the needle aspiration done a month ago? The reason for that's very, very simple, and it's pretty compelling. When you have an infection under the skin and you have no skin break, when you go in and try to aspirate some of the material out of the infection, chances are excellent that you're going to create an infection going out the puncture that the needle goes in. So in other words, you pull out some fluid that's infected and you withdraw the needle, well, you're leaving a few bacteria behind in its path. Well, that might be the case. We talk some more about what might be going on, and there's two more possible diagnoses. Neither one of them is life-threatening. Both of them are long-term, most likely, but they're survivable. There's not a particularly big problem. One of them could be a pain in my butt, and it's definitely going to be something that will impact our lives going forward. I won't know for several weeks what's going on, but I have my fingers crossed. I think this is still an infection. Could be also some stuff from arthritis. Well, if it's arthritis, then I know what life is going to be like, because I do have arthritis. I have some arthritis in my left hand. I have some in my ankles. It's just part of growing older. Still, I'd rather I didn't have it, but I'd rather have it than not be around to have it. Well, how did Rufous do at the mall? He did fabulously. He did great. Irene was able to take him in. He was willing to stand by her, sit when she told him to sit, and pay attention. Now, what happens with any dog that's not really trained to be around other dogs, other people, in crowded spaces, well, that mall's not crowded, it's mostly empty, but a lot of new sounds. They will be looking all over the place trying to figure out what's going on. Well, Rufous did some of that, but he was perfectly fine to sit and look around and take it all in, which is exactly what Irene was hoping for. After half an hour, I went inside. And you know, he did the same thing when I came in, except when I first got there, he was really excited to see me, which was really kind of fun. We got Irene's phone fixed. We weren't sure whether or not there was a crack screen or a crack screen protector, and it was just the screen protector. So about $15 and 25 minutes, and that was fixed, so that was great. There's only two places that we could go to get that fixed around here. One is in Flagstaff, the other is down in Prescott. We just wanted to go ahead and pick it up while we were in Flagstaff, which worked out great. Why did it take so long to get down here today? Well, first of all, although my appointment was in theory over at 8:30, it took a little while to get out of there, and I'm moving really, really slow. My knee hurts. The knee inside has been basically turned to hamburger. There's been needles going in all different directions, pushing and pulling, and various liquids like saline solution being injected to flush some of the suspected bacteria out. Pressing by the medical professionals to express anything out of my knee. And that's really sore. Now, the knee itself is not as sore as it was because that liquid's been drawn off. But the top of that knee is really, really sensitive. We had a few more things to do, which we did after having grabbed some breakfast. I hadn't had any breakfast. Irene hadn't had any breakfast. Dinner was kind of light for me. It was a great, great brunch. We then picked up something for my doctor's wife. She doesn't know she's getting it, but he's a young guy with a young family. He normally takes care of getting the kids ready for school in the morning, and this morning screwed that all up. But still, he came in because this could be a really serious medical problem. We'll find out probably Monday or Tuesday. If the infection goes down, or if what looks like an infection goes down, all is pretty good, but we're still going to be looking for the cultures back from my blood tests and today's needle aspiration. Sorry this is going up on Saturday instead of Friday, but things happen. Life happens. Knees happen. Doctors happen. Did I mention we'd go back up to Flagstaff on Monday? Irene has an appointment. So, we're still going to be doing the trip, going back and forth to Flagstaff because it's what we have to do. It's not a big deal, except it does suck up most of the day. Oh well. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications because we're going to be doing a whole lot more, including going back up to Flagstaff on Monday. You wouldn't want to miss that. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.